My name is Vanita Sansom, and I work with Dothan Real Estate Team. I'm actually the owner and a realtor, and I've been in the business for 14 and a half years. And I've lived in Dothan for 40 years. It's been a privilege for me to be a part of the Jewish community or be a part of the events that they have at the temple. And of course, I find that they're always, they're fun. You have lots of good fellowship, and you usually have really good food. But more important, I think that I like about that community is they just don't stay to themselves. They reach out to the community. You know, they're not exclusive, and so they're very community oriented. A recent survey was done that showed that 85 out of 100 cities studied that Dothan actually was one of the most affordable places to live. And our medium price for houses is $144,000, which tells you right there it's affordable. Our taxes are ridiculously low. I would say an average would be $900 a year. And we have a lot of people that come here and they say, "Is that a month?" I said, "No, that's a year." So property taxes are very affordable. So a recent home that we sold in the Garden District, and a little bit about the Garden District in Dothan, is a unique area. Probably most of the houses were built in the 50s and 60s. And you can have a house that's 1,400 square feet to 5,000 square feet, which makes it unique. But you also have houses that have the character of older homes, and that's what is a drawing card for that area. It's very in demand here, and I would say that we just recently sold a house, on Pontiac over there, that sold for $64 a square foot. Well, you think, well, gosh, that's really cheap. Of course, it needed renovation. So this couple actually put $90,000 worth of renovations in it. Well, they end up having a $267,000 house costing less than $100 a square foot. So that's a common practice in the Garden District, is to take a house and renovate it. A lot of homes have already been renovated, but sell at still affordable prices. Probably the most you would pay maybe would be $120 a square foot, but I would say the norm is less than that. Another example, a house we sold on Choctaw, is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We sold it for $129,000. More of a contemporary style house in pristine condition. How much more affordable, on almost a half acre of land. So how much more affordable can you get? So that's just another example of, buying in the Garden District. Another area that's very popular in Dothan is Grove Park. It's houses, or the cottage style houses. You have sidewalks, you have 3 parks. I would say it's very family oriented, but it's very diverse community because it's got a lot of retired seniors there, a lot of singles live there. I think the key for Grove Park is that it's low maintenance. You go in there, you have small yards. The material that the houses are made out of are called a cement composite siding, very easy to maintain, and it's very community oriented. They have a lot of events that they do every year. It's a popular place to be. We sold a house in there for $104 a square foot. That would probably be mid to low range in that area. Again, it's affordable. It's affordable for Dothan. Very nice area to live in. The other community that's, I would say, very popular in Dothan is the Highlands. There's actually 3 different sections of the Highlands, but it's all built around a Robert Trent Jones golf course. And what's interesting about the Highlands is, again, like the Garden District, you can buy a 1,400 square foot house, or you can buy a 5,000 square foot house. So you can buy something in the $200,000 range, or a $1 million house, depending on where it is in the community. But very, I wouldn't say strict covenants, but very controlled subdivision covenants and restrictions, which people like about that, but affordable. They're not outrageous homeowners association fees. We sold a house there that was built in 1996 recently, sold for $101 a square foot, which the sales price was actually $229,000. Now, it was built in '96, so it was dated to some degree, so it's going to need a little bit of upgrades, probably has a lot of gold. But there again, it's an affordable house in a very nice neighborhood. You know, you can pay as much as $130 a square foot if you're on the actual golf course of the community. But again, it's a very nice community to live in Dothan. You know, I think, of course, I've had the privilege of raising 4 children here, and I moved from Atlanta, Georgia. And so that's what I'm comparing it to. But it's actually a family-friendly place to be. So much to do, you know, from sports to kids, for kids, and you've got the museum, all these events that Dothan does for the community, for everybody. There's a lot of activity that goes on in Dothan. I mean, you never can say there's nothing to do in Dothan, Alabama, because there's always something to do. And it is a great place to raise your children or a family. You're about 90 miles from the beach. You're very close to major big cities, Tallahassee, Atlanta, Montgomery, Birmingham. So it's just a good place to be for a family or single or whoever. I would love to be the one that introduced you to Dothan, Alabama. I've given several tours, and if you have any questions about living here, I've been here for 40 years. I consider myself an expert, not only in living in Dothan, but doing what I do in real estate. But please, please contact me at Dothan Real Estate Team. I'll be glad to help you. Well, I've been very fortunate to help several Jewish families move to Dothan. Some of those buy homes and some of them rent. One particular family I helped at the time, they weren't able to purchase, but we were able to find them the perfect home and the school district they wanted to be in, but they will eventually buy here, and they're very happy to be here. So I've given many tours of Dothan, and I'm happy to do it again.